help you though. You going
bro,
crazy?
Nigga. I love for the trap. I love for the trap. Like it's real love. Yeah, bro, nigga. I was born in it. I'm a done in it. I won in it. I'm about, nigga. My love for the trap. My love for the trap. I think this love real. Still got love for the trap. It almost got me killed. Somebody grab a heater. In and out of town, buy a lot, get the prices cheaper. I was born in it, tryna make a train, can have my son in it. Dope man, son, paid attention, now I'm a done in it. Babe, I love you, you my everything. Love with the trap, see that Z, that's my wedding ring. Lamp now run through the hood, finna blow the brain. Don't know where I be without you, probably go insane. My love for the trap. My love for the trap. I think this love real. Still got love for the trap, it almost got me killed. Grab a sandwich bag, take cash out. When you come, bring only cash. Before I had a house, I swear the trap house me many nights. I'm on the plane again, we getting low, it's time to take a flight. Hey, I love you. You trying to nigga like how I'ma put something before you. Second trip I ever had on land weight. Riding folks, show me what love was. I swear at first I had no ups and downs in this shit. 2 and 3, watch for the raid. Knew I make something out of my life and I went the day. Never pull up now, cause it ain't too many left. I ain't making no excuses, playing the cards that I was dealt. I'm in a trap house, lost downtown, nice as hell, but I'ma trap it out. Really know them raps, told you that, got it mapped out. Since I graduated, 5 years, seen no drought. I think it's real love. I love that trap shit. You change a nigga life, know this shit wrong, I don't know why, feel so right. My love for the trap. I know where I be.
I watched this boy, Rick. He used to come by and lend me $1 here, 50 cents down. He was all right, you know. He would never let me 5, though, you know. He let me have them 2s and fuels, you know. So I felt for the boy. I went over there talking to him. And he ignorant. Because I sit down and talk to him, and he don't let him get none of that powder in his nose. That's like trying to talk to a baboon baby. I talked to the boy 7 days and 7 nights. He was still on the same subject. Where can I get some more?
Next rhyme, storylines about a friend of mine. I guess we'll call him Lil Johnny this time. Now Lil Johnny lived a life of a hard knot, have not. Project born, raised by the dope spot. Now mama did what she could, but the grind was hard. The last thing he wanted to do was break the Jones heart. But in the process from growing up order a man, sometimes you lose just your reality, know what I'm saying? Now at the age of 13, Johnny saw his pop shot by a crooked cop while he was cutting school, posted on the block. So understand me when I tell you he done seen some things. Like we be popping it, baby, the Johnny Woods game. Raised in Dixon on that Trey 5-7 beat, where everything is real in the field, play for keeps. He watched them players with bits and pimp player hits. He learned the game and saw it, baby, as good as it gets. Now mama begging to quit, switch game, go legit. But he didn't feel it till she got sprung on that glass dick. Now trials and tribulations, dangerous, sad faces, dodging cases. He won't know walk away from the game, there's only one problem. He loving paper, expensive lifestyle, shopping daily, living wild. Got homies he came up with from day one, they won't let him down. My dated paper chasing, living only for money making. But Section 8 project brawls, they got him aggravated. Dry season, they cut through homies, they're waiting, they all up on him. That 201 Hummer, he pack his gat up in his bomber. Having suicidal thoughts, hiding out up in funky town. Got killers head away by the pound. Now can they get down? See drama, look company, that shit like misery, it's killer bee. Especially when you thought they were friends, but they're enemies. Johnny popped the cop, trying to take him for what he got. A stepchild be real on the block. Papoose, what you got? So what you got, baby? What you got? I tell y'all what. Say, man, make a block. Yeah, make a block, man. Yeah, make a block.
Yo, Top, I know you hear that steady going off on your hip. Man, won't you catch that and call us back?
Man, that's Tamika, man. I'm still trying to get rid of that broad.
Man, I met a Tamika about 2 summers ago. 2 years ago, I met Tamika, I think the middle of July. I can't lie, the first time I saw her, she was looking fly. Matter of fact, I was let me get some she was too. I kept playing ass girl. Say, what you about to do? Went to the counter, paid ass 5D. She started looking funny. Didn't pay no mind, I said, I got you, pulled out my money. Step back outside, we come say, I'm checking out little mama. Had a session in the studio, so I got Tamika's number. 2 months passed, I called on the Tuesday, 2:30 on the cool. T. Jones answered, said Tamika has made home from school. Ma'am, if you don't mind me asking, how old is your daughter?
Met baby girl in the projects, it was summertime. Daisy Dukes with a halter top. Duke and Brace talking DUI. Knuckle down, I'm pulling over to the curb. I asked how old she was, she said I was grown. I said word, proceed with Eagle Feed. Quoting lyrics from my people, talking about the millennium sold out Cadillacs and Regals. Her whole conversation was about the lick. Say she from the city where we from, she want to represent. Licking her lips, and for a sip, smoking black and mild. Looking at her thigh, she pointed out, tatted stepchild. You with that? Represent that. Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man. Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up. Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man. Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up. Get caught up in a cycle, hollering at a pimp. Her mama standing in the door, signaling, come here. Sundress, hair done in cornrows, contacts make her look Creole. She said she done look Benny hair once or twice before. I recognized her face, she said I dance, I know. I told him, come on, both of them, let's go. Tamika, look.
People think Tamika tripping now, cause Tamika stripping now. But Tamika ain't crazy now, Tamika got a little baby now. She learned too much early. Everybody know what Tamika. When she was 15, her mother was 30. Everybody know what Tamika. I ain't mad at you, just be careful and do what you do. Tamika, take care of that hard-headed son and get your revenue.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate. Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up. Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate. Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood. Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate. Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up. Alright, brother, Records.
Yo, what's up, Dollar Man? What's up, man? Want you let your crew know what's going on down there in the 214, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been coming out with their stuff, you know what I'm talking about? We hearing from everybody. We wanna know what's going on down there in D-Town, you know what I'm talking about? Where them real thugs at, you know what I'm talking about? Where them boys at, you know what I'm talking about? Want you let your crews know what's going on? Holla at us one time, you know what I'm talking about? Give me something, where you at, boy?
Here's your 411 on that 214. Y'all dial 911 if my shit don't blow. A pioneer with this rap as far as Dallas concerned. With gold grills, with Oscar boots, with plenty money to burn. The last man to hit the door and I be the last man standing. I'll be there when the deal go down cause I done applied it and planned it. You got to spread your hustle. It ain't about just flexing your muscle. Cause when the folks get at your ass, you ain't got nothing but trouble. You got the dip switch ride, put the game in overdrive. Premeditated thoughts and moves, the only way you survive. Game recognized game, so what's up, baby? Say what you need, yeah, it's all gravy. Internet, interstate, don't give a damn what it takes. I got to have it, going to get it, coming back with this weight. A heavyweight nigga now, Mr. Shot Caller. And now no shit jump off in Dallas unless I call it.
Aight. Yeah, we feeling you, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on, y'all? Welcome back, man, to Real Talk Dallas After Dark. I'm your boy, Mr. 214. 214, 21 Joe, however they want to call it. They know what it is with me. I just been caught up in so much news, man, and media little old bullshit that I got to be careful because my brother be like, hey, make sure you vet, who you just intaking information from. So I've been trying to go to better resources for my information. Let me say that. Y'all know, and let me say this off the muscle. Happy 4th of July because I won't be back on before the 4th. We're in Nostalgic Radio. We want to wish everybody happy 4th of July. I celebrate Juneteenth, but the 4th of July is still Independence Day in America. I'm in America. So happy 4th of July to all the Americans. Yeah, y'all catch that? Everybody. If you're here, happy 4th of July, man. Let's be safe. Let's pop those firecrackers in safe places if we going to pop them. Uh, let's keep the women and children and, let's be safe. Just be safe, man. You know, and to the youngsters who like to shoot their guns and all that, just be mindful when you shoot them bullets up. They got to come down somewhere. Just think about that. A lot of times people wake up and then got shot and something came through the window and you don't even know. Hell, you might be 3 blocks over. So let's be safe, guys. But happy 4th of July to everybody, man. And I want to tell y'all, I told y'all, every time I get on the air, you know what I mean, where I get a platform, we're going to discuss some black history. And the reason that I do that is because I want to build us back up. I'm not holding nothing against nobody because we passed that. I'm holding shit against us, the black man, not the black woman, the black man. Now I'm telling you where I'm coming from. So every week I'm gonna hit y'all with some black history. Hopefully it'll ignite some, inspire you to do something, because we can do anything, y'all. Check this out, man. Paul Williams was a black architect. He learned to draw upside down. Yeah, he learned to draw upside down so he could sit across from his clients, because many was white back in the 20s. They wouldn't sit across from him. So he wanted to prove to himself that he deserved a place in the world. You know what I mean? He won all kind of awards. He designed houses for celebrities like Frank Sinatra and Lucille Ball. And I'm talking about in neighborhoods he couldn't even stay in. Think about that. So let's take the color barriers down. We are aware that they still there. I don't want to play that game neither. But the point is, we got to deal with this racism a little differently than we've been dealing with it, I believe, throughout our little old time here. We've been handling it the wrong way. We got to fight racism. See, we're not gonna fight racism with racism. We're gonna fight racism with solidarity. We're gonna be together. Again, happy 4th of July to all the Americans. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this together. Now, of course, I got to clean up my house first before I can go outside and say something to somebody else. So this is where I'm at with the black history. Y'all understand? I got to clean up my house first before I can go outside and try to tell somebody else, say, man, rake that up. Y'all quit throwing that down on the ground. These are bad habits that black folks have that I've noticed in the neighborhoods that I grew up in. Open something, just let it go in there. Open some cigarettes, turn them open. All of these things bring down the price value of where you stay at. See, the projects, poverty. Let me say poverty. Poverty is not a color, it's a behavior. Y'all stay with me now. If you take care of the little stuff that you got, then you might get a blessing with something better. But if you just a nasty ass person and talking about, oh, we got all these roaches and all this shit, roaches come from messy, nasty ass people. Clean up. Clean up. On the weekend, let your kids get out there 2, 3 hours and sweep the driveway and the walkway outside and all that. Clean up. Pick up the shit that we throw down where we live in our little old section. Damn it, being against the law is nasty. These, this is some of the stuff that I want to bring to the forefront that we don't talk about. You know, a project, you know, that's just how, you know, it's how you make it. You ever been to some people's crib, your aunties and some of your grandparents? Man, smack in the hood, walking down everything on point. But now you walk outside the door, you got trash, cigarette butts, beer cans, beer bottles. You know what I mean? Damn, man. That shit that we can control without nobody saying nothing to us, nobody checking us, getting in our motherfucking business or nothing. That's something we can do on our own. No, cost nothing. Which is very important now when you're trying to lead a generation, go forward for the next generation, leave something for the next generation. You understand? I mean, if we don't show them how the shit's supposed to be done, who gonna show them? In a minute, we have a planet full of shit. So I want us to be mindful. Like I always say every week, and I'm gonna say it again this week. We need to talk to our kids. We got to open up that line of communication. It's so important, man. Our kids right now, they going to jail and getting in trouble for shit, little punk ass shit. Shit that they should be able to handle. So what? Somebody laughed at you. So what? He bumped out the old girl and you thought she was your girl. That ain't your pussy. That's her pussy. And whoever she want to give it to, she can give it to. We done got so emotional in this me too time is what they call it. We done got so emotional in this me too time that everybody want to be important. Follow me. Left wing, white wing, Democrats, Republicans, the blacks, the whites, the Mexicans, the gays, the transgenders. Everybody want to be, we need laws for this. We need laws for us. We need laws to protect us against y'all. All that shit sounds so crazy to me because we all should have the same rights. Whether we boy, girl, punk, or dyke, we got human rights. You got the right to get off your ass, go get a job, go get you a house, get you a family, and live. See, ain't nobody to judge. So when you start talking about somebody judging you, you know you're wrong. That's why you keep asking somebody to tell you it's right. Nobody got to tell y'all that shit. So hey, man, let's make sure that at least, you know, my challenge still goes out to every black man. Stand up, man. Get your ass up. I don't want to hear what you did. I don't want to hear why it happened. Let's go back and take back our households. Let's lead our household. Let's get our women off of the welfare and the Section A and all that shit. Let's do our damn thing, man. Let's start fraternizing with each other again on all aspects and fronts. If you do carpentry work and I do mechanic work, well, when I need my car fixed, when you need your car fixed, you come to me. When I need some carpentry work, I come to you. Let's get back to the business, man. Before we can become any part of society that's productive. Because right now, We just in generation death and everybody killing everybody, everybody mad at everybody, all the celebrities in fucking trouble. It's like, God damn. Never in my life have I seen us in such a condition as a people, as a whole. The black people across that and throughout America. Think about that. The way the laws and you know when people not on your side, man. We know uh the narrative has been set. We don't control the narrative. But if you know it's a speed trap down there at the corner, why you gonna go down there? Why not just go around? See a smart Negro or say, man, I just do the speed limit and go down there. I'm a different kind of nigga. If they down there, I'm going all the way around, my nigga. I don't even want to see the motherfuckers. Because every time you see them, you take a chance on them saying, get him. Because they only need proper cause to pull you over. And proper cause they thought they saw something. You could have been smoking a cigarette. He could have said he thought it was a joint. You could have been drinking a root beer. He could have said, man, I thought he had a black lager. Proper cause. See, I don't even fuck with them. I try to avoid them just altogether. Because I ain't never really had good luck with them. But I've always had the intuition. I've always had a Negro, a real nigga intuition, but it's because of how I was raised with all my uncles and my dad and them and all that. And the constant, not, I call them Negro sayings, but they were just stuff that my uncles and dad and them would just drill into my head, just drill into my head. I was thinking this morning when I was out and I took my mom to dialysis, my granddaughter, 9 years old, baby girl walk around with her iPad all day. But, she's pretty active. And I'm thinking when I was 9 years old, in sunny South Dallas, I had a paper out with 125 papers. Now, are we going forward or backwards? Think about that. When I was the same age, the exact same age, I had a paper out, 125 papers in South Dallas. Now, we lived over there. I mean, it wasn't like I had to go over there or nothing, you know what I mean? But I was 9. Woo! Think about that, man. Y'all think about that. So when we start talking about Black history and furthering where we at, we got to do something to correct it. And the first thing we got to do is the black man got to quit being old pussy ass nigga and come on, get back in the house and handle up. See, people got the saying wrong. That happy wife, happy life shit, that's all wrong. It's happy spouse, happy house. See, that's what's really needs to be taking place, and we got to get back to that. We got to please each other. That's your queen, that's your king. See, we got to get back to that. We got to, women, y'all got to quit thinking y'all can hold pussy and think y'all doing something to a nigga. You ain't doing nothing but putting a nigga in somebody else's pussy. It's two things you don't get to negotiate with. That's your cooking and your ass. When your man want it, you give it. Now, if you want him to do something, ask him. But do not hold the sex from him, trying to control him. Now, you men, when you got a woman you can just roll over in whenever you want to. Be mindful of that when you at work and a little old dirty leg ass broad over there bent over and your boys them at the bar on Friday night and she over there cutting out. Man, fuck that hoe. You can go home and get your groove on. See, it's time for us to get our grown man on, black man. First, we got to be able to take care of one before we can try to have two. Now, Do you know what the inflation on a black woman is in 2025? Nigga, let me tell you. My wife thinks she can buy anything she wants. Anything. Don't give a damn. We got to come up with the cash, or she gonna order it online if she want it. So that's the first part. I think that we have to try to correct to get anything, to get any true foundation to even have something to try to build. We got to get the black families back together as black families. There's nothing against no other race and no other people. I'm talking about us strengthening us so we can talk to these kids that we putting out here on the streets, that we sending out here to these schools. That's, I tell you, it seemed like to me they gone crazy. I don't know about y'all, but they seem like to me they gone completely fucking crazy. What up, CEO man? I see you, baby. Appreciate you riding with your boy, man. But say, we gonna pay some bills, y'all. And I'll be right back with y'all in just a second. You know what I mean? Mr. 214, you heard me? Real talk, down out the door. Yeah, sir.
I watch.
I ain't no motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right back how I got it. I got big work, I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga. Welcome to Top Metropolis, the home of Sudan. I'm your host, I'm Topodopolis. My peeps call me Squiller Man. Born raised in dirty, known for pushing pounds and burden. Clown when it's necessary. Real mics to the damn bird. I'm from the south side of town, where we be gold killers. Gold grills, Cadillacs and bills, and we boy now nigga. Home of that one hit a quarter day, chopping, popping collar, nigga. Serve, drinking money, making head, busting lyrics spitter. The ultimate game is chess. The ultimate fee is death. The ultimate nigga top dollar. My name speaks for itself. Practice my telekinesis, write my thesis, drop this hip hop and sequel. Magalicious, I'm at nutrition, magnificent, lethal. Listen up, I got some free games. Say no, not really. Cause it cost me like a motherfucker. Y'all gon' feel it. The top spot, I'm top notch. This be the top of Texas. Stepchild Records, fighting 5. It ain't bullshit. I ain't no motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right back how I got it. I got big work, I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga. Now that Jay-Z done retired, these boys in the game, they shook. They thought the spot was open competition. Playboy, the spot I already took. My flight I already booked. Since Pop wanna be nice. Crushing boys, albums with hooks already. These cats acting like raws. They claim MCs, but they frauds. These niggas act like since they can rap, they gon' blow up and ball. You got cats producing beats in up front, wanting they bread. It's a process, y'all done picking them hard out the gap. My thick is marketing promotion. See, vinyl is essential. Barcode with the tax ID now with posters. 8x10 promo pictures out the coordinated album. Nigga, I put 5 in these streets. When the 4 groups had 9 producers, dog. Plus I don't make beats. Next level of the game. CID points and publishing, production deals. Tool set up with videos, crushing shit. In-house producers, screwed and chop. Down in Houston, beat the block up to build my stock up. Y'all can suck my dick. Motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right back how I got it. I got big work, I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga. These labels be shiesty, I swear I ain't never seen nothing like it. Fucking these boys over with no Vaseline and making them like it. For sure, that's why I keep it gutter. Guilty by affiliation, fuck it. Stand independent, penny a minute, forever hustling. Hurting the slab, head of the lab, it's the Squiller Man. I move to work, I don't do the perks, stick to the plan, like I just won a Grammy. Smoking on this game, I keep a boosted bar for dating, chopping these hoes, call me daddy. No commercials, no videos, no BT. But every corner store, who hall, done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga.
Next rhyme, storylines about a friend of mine. I guess we'll call him Lil Johnny this time. Now Lil Johnny lived a life of a hard knot, have not. Project born, raised by the dope spot. Now mama did what she could, but the grind was hard. The last thing he wanted to do was break T. Jones' heart. But in the process from growing up order, man, sometimes you lose just your reality, know what I'm saying? Now at the age of 13, Johnny saw his pop shot by a crooked cop while he was cutting school, posted on the block. So understand me when I tell you he done seen some things. Like we be popping it, baby, the Johnny Woods game. Raised in Dixon on that Trey 5-7 beat, where every
This how we living for real down here, bitch. Some pissed off and broke shit real down here. That's how we living down in this bitch, nigga. We don't give a
Big Daddy, man, I thought you said you gonna take me to the barber shop.
Say, man, I'm coming, G. If you just quit tripping so much.
Say, man, you knucklehead know we got a show at 9 o'clock here,
Man, which one of y'all done stole all my rubber bands, man?
I'm gonna meet y'all
Get
back
faded and
And braids up in his clique. Man, the politicians ain't taking no
Shoulder!
tight fades and braids. Man, the politicians ain't taking no
Shoulder!
tight fades and braids up in his clique. Man, the politicians ain't taking no
Shoulder!
tight fades and braids. Man, the politicians ain't taking no
Get fuck with us. When you see that candy paint, baby, please don't touch. I'm real, I'm trill, I'm ready to bust. I'm sipping fine cognac with my inside flush, baby, don't mess with us. So now you know, you're playing like a pro, play the game I go. Whoa, you mad cause your girl's a pro, but I'm steady coming down with them suicide doors. And now that you know, man, I'm jumping out the shower. $500 shirt, 2,080 power. It's straight drop jam, baby, every hour. I'm turning up my north to get the trunk louder. My partner's on a grind and too late pocket fan. Tripping on the wood, is it understood? 79 coupe, jamming, tell me something good. Tell me, is it understood?
Well, I'm sitting at the barber shop getting a tight fade, while my boy's sitting at the crib getting French braids. I know you're paid. We washing all our dishes in Cascade. You keep up them platinum hits, I'ma get you an Escalade. Straight customized, I know you like how I play a ride. They may know blow, but they don't know fly. And I don't know why the last son had to die. That almost made a player cry. But see, I'm wiping away up all my tears. Oh, while my boys at the party pouring out their bills. I'm feeling like Michael Hayes in the steel cage. It's P.O.B. Dallas, Texas player. It's tight fades and braids, we getting paid.
tight fades and braids up in his clique. Man, the politicians ain't taking no
Shoulder!
tight fades and braids. Man, the politicians ain't taking no
Shoulder!
tight fades and braids up in his clique. Man, the politicians ain't taking no
Shoulder!
tight fades and braids. Man, the politicians ain't taking no
Shoulder! K-Man go, represented, get paid. Let them politicians tight phase and braids. So sag back, watch us get a hold of this money. I'm trying to put them twanky, set them on that 1500. Black down with the big dual pipes. Folks must take it for a F-150 late at night. I'm a half pink
don't get happy, baby, I'm with type phase and praise. I be that last darn figure with these POV politicians, a bulletproof vest, cause my foes wish I was missing. But I'm keeping it real, I like to get the party crowd crazed. Why you feelings, can you feel them when they done? Driving getaway cars since the age of 12. Had a personal rendezvous with the devil himself. He told me, OG be hard and represent with your clique, and start stacking some paper like you be slanging them bricks. Up on my granny a house, up on my boot and new lap. I'm giving love to the city because they giving it back. I'm toting blunts in the Escalade, chopping on blades. You better ask Inga, boy, it's like ways of fade. I'm getting paid.
And that's how it's going down in the DT, baby. You heard me? Welcome to Dallas. Welcome to Dallas.
Type fade, type brand, straight drop and we gotta get paid. Type fade, type brand, straight drop and we gotta get paid. Type fade, type brand, straight drop and we gotta get paid. Type fade, type brand.
Relax, baby, and speech.
Started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toes flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you, I can't do that, no, no, no. You forever my dog. I can't never turn my back on you, I can't at all. You always there when I need you, when I pass the ball. Can't sleep without you at home taking PM Tylenol. You the bag to my paper when we blow it off. Still bumps on my body when I'm thinking of you. You got the juice, you do something to me when you not in the room. Back to take out, will you be there when I make it? Need you on my side, I started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toe flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you, I can't do that, no, no, no. You forever my dog.
They said time heals everything. You get mad, go through my phone, trip over anything. You tripping over the studio, that's the only time I spend. From the trenches, I was taught to get it how I live. Grinding to build a legacy for my 5 kids. My apologies for wrong I did. The more I learn about myself, the stronger I feel no matter what. When you need me, I'm here.
Started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toe flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you, I can't do that, no, no, no. You forever my dog.
Oh, 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 yeah.
Look out now. Welcome back, man. Everybody rocking with me, man. Tuned in. Y'all know what it is, man, with me. I just got opinions about shit that I think need to be heard. So, we got so many different people out here. Facebook, TikTok, X. And, everybody posting what they think. And I really don't believe in my heart that everybody should have a mic and be able to talk. Because some people are just plain out foolish, stupid, and dumb. But Second Amendment say everybody got a right to talk. So, again, we in America. We must abide by the laws of the land. That's scripture. But some of the stuff that I be talking to y'all about, man, like the Black history. Let me say this. Racism is so universal in this country, so widespread and deep seated that it's invisible because it's normal. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Racism is so universal in this country, widespread, deep seated, that it's invisible because it's the norm. And we can't fight racism with racism. We got to fight racism with love, with solidarity. We got to let those know that that's teaching the hate because there's nothing that you're born with. We got to let the people know that's teaching the hate that y'all can let that go. Every race has a right to have a pride in itself. That's not being racist. But the other things that you do, y'all know what they are. I could name a few, but it wouldn't matter. It don't matter. The way that we got to fight the racism in 2025, 2026, 2030, 2040, 2050 is with solidarity, man. We're going to have to stand together and say, no, fuck that bullshit. Don't care what you do in the bedroom. Don't care where you used to stay. Don't care none about none of that. Right is right and wrong is wrong. See, we got to start standing on truth as a people. And if we do that, some of the people that we think is doing, oh man, they doing it, ain't really that bad. Some people that we think is doing so good, they ain't really doing so good. Me and my brother got this ongoing bet about the Diddy situation. You know, my brother told me when it first started off the muscle, you know, see, we both studied law. Let me get that off the muscle. But he seems to think that Diddy not gonna do a day in jail. And I told him when they used the count of people that they use 72, 75 different police officers, federalists, and all this shit. I'm like, that's a lot of manpower to let him walk. So, and I do know it's some more players in the game, but I know he the one violated, so he the one that's in court. He the one that's in court being charged. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, now they said the odds in Vegas where my brother is 50-50. Y'all mean to tell me as an American people we finna let this some bitch back out? Because every charge that he got, they proved it. Now, when they proved it, they also put what you call reasonable doubt right there. They did it themselves. The defense didn't even do it. The defensive attorneys didn't even do it. Soon as they showed him doing some fucked up shit, then they showed him the little brow talking about, yeah, I'm ready to bang out, daddy. Let's do it. Wait a minute. Now you talking about grown people fucking? See how quick they put that reasonable doubt in there? It's just like now, you know, the defense, when they close, they said some unlawful statements. Some shit that was against the law to say, and they snuck it in. Now the judge caught it, but once you say something in front of the jury, it's already said. But I believe that his ass is going. He got. I don't know. He could get 3 life sentences if they found him guilty of everything. I believe he gonna get one of those life sentences, and a life sentence is 25 years. Let me say that. Did it 55, 56. That's a wrap. Y'all understand? But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna, I'm gonna stay abreast to it. I've been listening to different people in TMZ, because that's they don't just say shit, you know what I mean? That's a reliable source, So I've been listening, checking them out, and I've been checking out a couple more people, but because I want to know both sides. I want to know the people that think that he gonna go free, why they think he going free, or do they think he should be free? And then the people that think he guilty, why they think he guilty, and what do you think was proved to lock a man up to take his freedom? Because this ain't no small time nigga. He was worth $400 million when this trial started. He ain't paying but about 50 racks a day or something. I'm saying nothing but 50 racks a day. Ain't that a bitch? For his defense team, it done got a little upside down and wicked. Y'all know. So I believe he's gonna get one of the life sentences. I'm still sticking to that. But it's some crazy shit going on with the jurors. He done paid some people, so I want to see if they ass gonna get caught. What's going on? Cause there's some tension in there. His son releasing songs and all kind of shit, trying to diss 50 Cent. But when his ass come up missing, they gonna act like 50 done something to him. It look like he doing it to himself. You don't fuck with a killer when you ain't no killer, my nigga. You don't do that. You can't pick up your dad's mantle and run with him. You can't be Puff Daddy. Christian. Ain't that some nigga's name is Christian? But we going through this. But he got to be careful too. I believe, you let a sleeping dog lay. You don't fuck with him. If you can walk by him, you walk on by him. You don't kick him. You don't wake him up. Because 50 come from the old school, see. He gonna leave the women and children alone. He bringing you down. They got a little old beef. His 51 of 50 baby mamas and all that old shit. Jane Doe actually. That's who I believe it is. Now I don't know. I'm not there, so don't. That's just what I think. Again, when I'm talking about all this and reporting the news, I'm giving y'all my opinions, and that I'm just out here telling y'all it's some shit in the game. So now imagine this. If it all go down the way I think it is, because I think it's going to get light, well, what's going to stop Trump from stepping in after all the proceedings and just pardoning? Think about it. What's going to stop Donald from coming? See, he can't do it now because he ain't been convicted or nothing. The trial is ongoing. But once it's concluded and came to his end, what's going to stop Donald from stepping in and saying, no, we're going to pardon him and write that off? Like Joe Biden wrote his son off. Yeah, like Trump done all the protesters on, up there in Washington. Yeah, write that off. Like he done did all his shit. Write that off, man. All right. I got my brother woke up now. He ready to come in here and jive me in. So come on, join me in, Mr. Dixon. This is my brother from Real Talk with Jason Dixon, man. My A1 from day one. We've been riding about it, talking about it. What's going on, bruh?
What's good, man? I'm good. I'm sorry, guy. It's been a long 2 days trying to get stuff together, man. It's been a
Oh,
long
man,
2 days.
you know how it is. Busy man. Busy man.
Yeah. You said
But
what?
I was just on here chopping it up, and we was talking about some of the little old things in the P Diddy trial, and then I brought in my little X factor because even if they convict him, what's gonna stop Donald Trump from coming in and pardoning?
But the thing about it is they're on a hung jury right now. The fucked up part
Yeah,
about it, excuse my
yeah,
language, is
yeah,
that the judge told him he will not accept a hung jury.
right,
And that's the crazy part, which I understand it though, because with it being a hung jury says that by law that they're going to have to do this trial over again,
right.
bringing all the witnesses back, bringing everybody back, and us reliving this old drama. So I'm with the judge. But what y'all don't understand is, with it being a hung jury, who in their right mind is thinking that this man is about to be convicted? Because a hung jury said that they cannot come to a decision in this room.
Well, now I was told. Well, I wasn't told from some of my research that four. What is it? 4 counts, 5 counts. He got.
Yep, 5.
Okay, 4 to 5. that they done came to an agreement on, but it's the racketeering that they not sure about.
Yeah,
So
but
if they done came,
it's the racketeering that carries the most time.
no, they well, see the sex trafficking, they done came to agreement on that. The drug distribution and all that, paying the sex workers and all that, they done came to an agreement on that. Uh, so they trying to tie it all in, and it's tricky now because the thing about racketeering is you don't have to do the shit every day. All you got to do is do it once or twice, and that's it. So I don't understand they angle about it, but it's worth talking about.
That's what I'm saying. But it's the racketeering that they're trying to get because that will justify the loss of his money.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
will
what they want.
that
Oh
will
yeah,
Yeah, that would justify if you get him on the sex crimes. Who cares? Because guess what? He's still a billionaire when he leaves this courthouse.
that's
Who
right.
you get him on the assault charges? Who
That's right.
cares? He's still
That's
a
right.
billionaire, whether you lock him up or not for years. It does not matter.
That's right.
What they want the jury. The reason why the judge would not accept a hung jury on that one is because they want his money. They
Yeah,
want him
yeah.
to relinquish what he
Well,
has.
well,
And
that's why they charge. That's why they charge them with racketeering. They want to take all the
yes,
houses. They want to take all the money. They want to take Bad Boy out.
yes,
They want everything because they trying to say you done this through Bad Boy, and everybody know that's not why Bad Boy was created. Now,
right.
okay, he got one accountant, I'm assuming. So she worked for Bad Boy and Ciroc and everybody. See, they're not
Right.
saying they're part of it. So, okay, he said pay for the shit. But yeah, that's you gotta get permission to spend my motherfucking money.
Money. Yes. If it's run a company, come on, we run nostalgic. And I can't spend a dime without letting you guys see the profit loss statement. Let's
So
talk about it.
when you gotta look at all this shit, man. It's so touch and go right now. But
But I still stand on I don't think he's gonna do a liquor time. And I don't mean he's not gonna I never once said he wasn't gonna be found guilty. What I said was he's not gonna do a lick of time. If they don't get him on racketeering, I can promise you he won't see the inside of a jail.
yeah, he ain't gonna get out of jail.
Because the only thing, and that's what I'm saying, the thing that they want is the racketeering. Because I've never seen a Fed case have a hung jury won. We've never seen it. That's something that's never been seen.
Right,
Look it up.
right.
You can go look at all the cases. There's never been a hung jury in a Fed case.
No,
Not
no,
in
you got
one.
to make a decision. See, the judge is gonna make the
Exactly.
decision if the jury don't. They
Yeah.
don't do the hung cases. That's why he want them to come up with a decision.
The second part of that is if he doesn't get the racketeering, the other charges are so minor. I know they're yelling things like, oh, he's going to get 2 to life and 3 to life. And all we look at is that life part, right?
Yeah.
But I promise you, none of those charges, none of those assault charges, none of those things, they're so far off in years that how can you prove I'm the same man that I was?
Well, the thing is,
That's
they
what
don't have to prove that. They don't have to prove that. They just proving he committed a crime. He
I,
can
I
be
I
he can be
understand
the
that,
matured. He can be
but
the
when you go
matured
to
and everything, but he
but when
committed
you
the
go
crime.
hold on, but when you go to sentencing, he's gonna if he gets found guilty, he's gonna say I need to be sentenced by a jury.
Yeah, but
In
the
that
judge can override that.
he can't.
Yeah,
He
in
can't.
federal he can't. In federal he
No,
can't.
the only federal charge, the only federal case that is sitting on this whole pile is all federal. So I with you. The feds arrested him. But the only federal case is the main one they're at a discount on. The only one that is fed is the one that they're on the RICO, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's that. Like you say though, they trying to take his money, and the judge want an
Right.
answer. The judge,
That's why I'm
he's
saying.
not playing with
But if
their ass.
he gets sentenced, if he gets found guilty, they're gonna say, "Hey, you were found guilty. We got to set a date for sentencing." They're gonna say, "Do you want?" They give you an option. I don't know how many people been on Fed case They give. Do you want the judge, or do you want to let us testify in front of a jury to plead why you shouldn't get all the time that's coming to you?
Well,
That's
the
how that
thing
works.
is, well, see, the thing is, in the federal courts, on top of the little bullshit you talking about, is he got enough money to buy some of the time. You can buy fed time. He
Yeah, I
got
got you.
he not gonna get a bunch of time if they don't if they don't catch him, if the jury don't say guilty, and they fuck around and go to negotiations. Oh well, he might do 5 years or 7 years or something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If
That
they,
might be reduced to time served and some woo 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 and all that bullshit.
right. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, he's gonna be good. I don't know why I know this, but I know enough cases to understand that people with money, when you play in that realm of money,
Yeah, yeah. Now you're talking about big boy money. That's that's
yeah,
that's not that's not weekly shit.
when you play in that realm of money, unless they lose all their money, the only reason R. Kelly is still locked up to this day is because he ran out. His money isn't long like you talk about a P Diddy and a Jay Z.
No. Him and Diddy, them different monsters.
I
They
know that's
different
why, but
cases,
I hear what
different
you're saying,
cases.
but
Yeah.
I'm still saying, bro, how many monsters have we seen? How many monsters have we seen? This isn't the first time we've seen something like
No.
this.
The thing is, he done got caught with his drawers down. Now, do he got enough money to shake the shit?
And so far, it looks like he does.
I don't know, bro. They
Because his
fucked out.
lawyers, hey, you ain't seen his lawyers back out of no cases. You ain't seen them except for when they first came in. I think his first lawyer is who he fired and who quit. After that, after the case, but since then he's brought in a better lawyer who was better than the one that left, and they ain't back down from nothing they stand for. That's got it. That tells a lot, not just
No,
to
no,
the
no, no,
people.
no. Now he got some heavy hitters now. Both
I
teams
know,
got heavy hitters. They
I
going at
know.
it. They going at it. I just
But
the
what I'm
niggas
saying,
guilty. The niggas guilty, dog. Now
whether
is
he's
it,
guilty, I never argue with you on that fact. The question
no.
that we
That's the
had,
only fact I stand on. When you go to
right?
trial, if
But the
you
thing
guilty,
about it
your ass
is,
is supposed to go to jail.
right? But we talking about little people money.
No, I'm just talking about the law. I'm just, but I agree with you. I agree with you. But I'm just talking about the law, black and white law. If you
And
did
I'm
something and
saying
got caught,
yes.
if you did something and got caught, this is the penalty for that.
And I'm saying yes. In little people money terms, yes.
This
You're
nigga.
absolutely correct.
Hey man, I'm talking about it
But
normal
I'll
people.
give you an example. The same year Martha Stewart got caught doing what she did was the same year that another person less known as her who didn't have the money that she had. One got 4 years and the other one got damn near 25. So,
Yeah,
like I said,
yeah. No, but Diddy got
yes.
he at the big table. He at the big boy table. He at the big boy table now. Diddy at the big boy table. I ain't gonna say he ain't.
Hey,
I just
and
I
every
just think the
kingpin,
evidence I just think the evidence is overwhelming.
I said the same thing. I'm not to disagree with you on nothing.
Now, did
Since
they
we've been
prove
talking
it
about
though?
this.
You still gotta prove it. That's why they picked the
And like you
jury.
said, for
That's why they
hey,
keep changing jurors and firing jurors
every
and shit. That's why he
everything
picked
you
the
said,
jury. You
but
gotta get
everything you
12
said,
people to say I did this. Now he
but
gonna pay
everything
one or two of them motherfuckers.
but everything that you said about the prosecution, every time they brought somebody in that told the truth, the facts, they
Yeah.
also gave an out. They also gave you a reasonable
Yeah.
doubt.
They done it. They damn
Everybody.
self.
It wasn't just one person.
I never understood that. They proved a point, and then they put the doubt right in there behind that. I didn't understand that. Was that the only way that they could submit that evidence? Introduce it to the court was for it to be together, because that was just dumb to me.
But every time they did it, I watched the case. I paid attention to it. It's like I said. When you talk money, let's talk. Let's not. Let me get off Diddy for a minute. But we have seen in our culture, in our time, in America's history, when you talk money, That's a different court hearing.
Yeah.
That's a different trial. That's a different case. I don't care what anyone says. If R. Kelly would have had P. Diddy money, we would have still been talking to R. Kelly right now,
Oh yeah,
outside of the jail.
no, he might not have went to jail if he had had P Diddy money,
That's
cause
all I'm saying.
Aaliyah is dead, and everybody else, they mom and dad knew they was there, dropped them off and everything, hooked them up with him. So he didn't kidnap no motherfucking body. If he had P Diddy money, he'd been still the Pied Piper, baby.
That's all I'm saying. If he would have been where he is, and the fact of the matter that I keep saying over and over, the music world got quiet when Diddy went in. R. Kelly went in, we still moved on. We lived our lives. We did whatever. The minute Diddy went down, let's do the math. 324 executives uh, jump ship from all
Yeah,
major labels.
yeah,
They
yeah,
didn't just they didn't break the day before, the week before. The minute they raided Diddy's house, I quit.
yeah, yeah. All of them do at the same time. But see, to me, those are the points that the prosecution didn't make that they should have made.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it was.
That
It's
would have
like
that would
I
have
don't
gave
know.
me more as a jury. That would have gave me more of an idea. Like this man has real power.
Right, right, right. He making shit happen.
As a juror, these people jumped ship because you were arrested. What do you hold on them, and
That's
what do
right.
you know
That's right.
that
That's
made
right.
them want to lose every power they had?
That many executives. We talking about $300,000, $400,000, $400,000 a year as jobs. They just walk off. No, I'm resigning. What? Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
What you mean you out of here? Everybody. See, that's not a coincidence. That's not an impulse. But
that's why I said. But let me say something. Nino Brown brought this up. Everybody who wants to have that kind of power and make those kind of moves, what do they? There's three rituals they have to go through, and one of them is humiliation. If you look at this court case, it's all been about humiliating Diddy and making him look. It's kind of like saying, "Boy, I'm gonna put you back in your place. I may not lock you up, but I'm gonna make you understand that you hold no power."
right.
And right now, that's what it looks like. You can say yes, no. You don't have to agree, but go back. Look at from the day this case started. I posted videos. I sent you videos of Diddy talking about this. All because I wanted to start a political party that only works for black race. Now all of a sudden, I'm in this courtroom and every video I've ever done, every party I've ever threw, when y'all sex parties happen across this country every day. Matter of fact, go on Facebook, you'll find 18 swingers
That's where they
pages.
found some. That's where they found some of their male prostitutes.
Right.
It's
It's
big
you
business.
so
It's
you
big
telling
business.
me that it's okay, but listen to me. Here's my thing. So you telling me that in this Diddy case, it's okay for them to get on Facebook. It's okay for you to get on your OnlyFans, get paid for playing with yourself, get paid for having sex like that. Like I stated, remember in September when I said, porn is the new prostitution. Am I
Yeah.
wrong or right? The
Yes,
only
sir.
difference is if you put a name behind it, a logo behind it, it ain't considered prostitution anymore.
No, selling pussy and buying pussy, selling pussy and buying pussy.
But to the law, if
No,
you
that is
license
the
it,
law. Selling pussy is wrong. It's against the law. Unless
no,
you
it's
in
not.
Vegas. Unless you in Vegas up there where you at.
Hey,
Now give
it's not.
receipts for pussy.
The yes, you're right if you're walking the streets, but if you got a logo behind it, if you got an EIN number, if you go and pay for your LLC and put, I don't care if it's LLC missnasty.com. If somebody's recording it and you paying taxes on it, you just figured out how to legalize prostitution. You can say
No,
I'm
you can't.
wrong.
You can't legalize prostitution.
They do it every day.
Only in Vegas.
No, everywhere. Pornhub,
Selling put no, selling
OnlyFans.
put
Hey,
no, but
I'm naming
selling
it
pussy.
off to you, bro. What do you want me to say?
Selling pussy and dick. Selling pussy and dick is selling pussy and dick. You can't change that for me personally.
But you can change if it's legal or not.
No, no.
You can talk you.
If they
I'm
say
telling you,
prostitution
but
is illegal,
please somebody come in
you
the
don't
comments
know
to let this
if the
man know.
law is
Please somebody come.
prostitution is illegal. You can't go sell no pussy and dick.
Please somebody come into this. But like I said, if I call you up and say shoot content with me, am I selling me? No, we're actually coming in because I'm a legal entity. I have a license. I have this, but I'm essentially going to do the same thing. I
No,
call
my
a girl up. Hey,
no.
if
See,
I call
wrong
a
is
girl up
wrong.
right now,
That's the problem right there. See, wrong is wrong. It don't matter how smart and slick your ass is, and y'all want to play with the words. You can ask everybody in America what prostitution is, and they gonna give you the same answer. Only a slick ass nigga like you gonna say, yeah, well, see, if I got an LLC, nigga, if you buying pussy, you buying pussy.
but the thing about
Now
it
they
is, you
don't know.
said
Hold on.
I'm not
She
saying
paid.
that it's not morally wrong, so don't try to put me in that conversation.
No, no,
I'm
no.
saying,
She paid the nigga to fuck. The nigga that when he jumped on it and popped upside her damn head, that scared the nigga. His dick wouldn't get hard, so they sent him home. But he still got paid. Man, come on.
look at that quote. Hey, look what man said on the screen. Look what man said.
What crazy ass
Regardless of
man?
how you call it, regardless of what you say, man, you are absolutely right. Only thing they did was say put a license behind it, put a logo behind it, go say that you're shooting content, and this is what it is.
No, well, no. Like I said, that's a cute, smart way to put a spin on it. Diddy ass is going to jail, dog, for that prostitution shit. They already done agreed. They just trying to do the RICO thing. They
But you
asked the
don't know
judge.
how do you. But you don't know if they agreed on guilty or not. You just know that they agreed.
Yeah, but they agree so fast. Normally, when you agree fast like that, it's the deliberation that you worry about. When it's a week or 2 weeks, then you're like, damn, what's going on? 8 days. But when it's 3 or 4 days, normally it's guilty in a fed case.
I
Normally it's
hear
guilty.
you. Your logic sounds great.
No,
I'm
no,
not
I'm
one
just
time
saying
morally.
normally. I'm
I'm
saying normally. I'm
I'm
saying
saying,
normally. This nigga, this is the biggest. I'm gonna say this is the richest Negro besides Bill Cosby that I ever seen go to court. And this particular nigga is a lot different than Bill Cosby because Bill was just getting money off of shit and he had his shit invested right. Sean was making power moves from his clothes to the liquor. He was doing shit. They got him
I
across the
know.
bar.
That's why I said to me, this just seems like humiliation. Like we gonna show you
Yeah.
where a nigga should stay in his place.
Well, now they show doing that, but how
But the
much
problem
humiliation
is,
are we gonna give 'em?
the problem they have, they have not been able to touch his money.
No, that's why they hit him with the RICO so they can take all the motherfucking money.
But that's why I'm saying the problem
That's
they
why they
have right
that's why
now.
they use 72 or 73 damn police officers to raid his two houses. They didn't need
Because
that much manpower with all that.
hey, but you
They
don't
were
think that
trying
was
to make
somebody else?
sure. They were
But Todd,
trying to make
you
sure.
don't think that was somebody above him that was like, this man got something on me. I
No,
need
no.
y'all to go.
I
Come on,
believe
bro.
no. I believe that he got out of line with his negotiation with the bosses, and they doing what you said. They putting him back in his
Humiliation.
place.
Right. Let me show you how we made you. Let me show
Yeah,
you how we did.
yeah, yeah, nigga. What you say? If you don't get your black ass out here with that shit,
A
you want to
man
start
said,
your own what?
a
You
man
want to
said
get in
a
the
thousand
wait a
bottles,
minute. You
a
want to
thousand
get in
bottles
the
of baby
liquor
oil.
business. You want to get in the liquor business, and I'm giving you 60 million a year to promote this liquor. But you want to distribute and promote and own? No, nigga, you can't. Nigga, what?
Hey, 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 man said 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and now this slick nigga, this slick silver suit wearing ass nigga, is finna to get off.
Well, we gonna see.
Man, that's what I keep trying to tell Top. Like, at the end of the day, I understand the law. Top, we study law. We know. You know how my dad was with me. But
Say,
at the
dog,
end of the
that
day,
nigga guilty, dog. That nigga guilty. The charge,
I'm not saying.
what they charging him with, he guilty of. Now,
All I'm saying,
did they prove it?
what is
You know, you got to prove shit in court. Diddy got some heavy hitters. You got to prove it. But that nigga guilty.
that nigga walked in the court today and did a pose at the door.
Damn. Damn.
That's not a pose of a guilty man. Watch the tape. Everybody saw it. If you saw the news, you saw him come in there and literally pose at the door, like, take this picture, because next time you see me, I'm gonna be walking out this bitch. That's
they say
not
coming
this.
in. Well, you know, they got certain people that say he should be getting out tomorrow.
Right.
They say the
Well,
judge
they
told
got
the
to
jury.
tonight, right?
Well,
They got to tonight, right?
Well, the judge told the juror, y'all come up with something. So now, if they don't come up with nothing, it's a hung jury.
Yep. And
Whether
you
we
can't make
like
them
it
go
or
back.
not, but whether a nigga like it or not, they got to let him go. I don't see that happening, dog.
But the thing with the hung jury, they can re-indict him. They can re-bring it back.
Yeah, but then they got to recall all the same witnesses over and over. If that nigga walk out of there, some of them son bitches is gonna come up missing, and you know they won't have the plaintiffs won't have the same lineup next time. They gonna have to go deep.
And all I'm gonna say is, Cassie, you better move to another island. You better change your
Damn
name.
right.
You better, because you the one that started this all, and I
That's
promise you, it's something to make you. If he goes to jail, I'm gonna come on your side for a minute. If he goes to jail, everybody who testified against him, watch how their lives change. That's all I'm saying.
I believe right now that whether he go to jail or not, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
The character, the jobs are gonna dry up, the money, all that. The shows, the music, the producers, the acting, the parts.
Hey, can I tell you something though? Jay-Z gonna feel it the most. You know why? Because Live Nation is already feeling it now. They're already feeling it now because Diddy drove independent artists. Live Nation only deals with big name artists. So if you don't have that connection right there, that's it.
Okay.
They are. If you do, go look right now. There's only the Beyonce tour that's happening right now. What other tour is happening right now?
Well, and the thing is, she ain't selling out in all her little old venues.
Exactly.
You know, and we talking about Queen B. What the fuck you mean?
Exactly.
But she doing shows, and now her shit ain't, it ain't sold out. She used to being overpacked. It's not overpacked no more.
At all. You know why? Because you have to have that demon. I don't care what anybody says. Take Diddy for whoever you think he is now, but he was that demon that drove independent ticket sales. He was that monster.
They finna drive that monster demon ass to the penitentiary. He gone. His ass is out of
Hey, but when we have a Bad Boy reunion at New York, at New York, I can't even say it because I'm laughing so hard. We gonna have a bad boy reunion.
God don't like ugly. That's
I'm
why
going.
you can't see.
I'm buying my ticket. If Diddy throws a Bad Boy concert at the Feds, I'm going.
You better keep your ass around there with them white folks and niggas, boy. I'm just telling you. Fuck around and get Charleston whited out the game.
Hey, and then here's the second part that I was gonna say though. To be serious. Serious. Even if he does go away top, he's going to the Feds. He's not going to the pen. He's not going where R. Kelly is. He's going to the Feds.
No doubt.
When he touched the Feds, guess what? He still controls everything he owns outside that door. That's
Yeah,
why the judge,
that's if they don't get him on the RICO.
they're not. That's
See,
why
see
it's a
that
hung
that's
jury.
the only thing that's holding right now. They need to
If
come their
he,
agreement on 4 to 5. Now, what we gonna do with this RICO?
right,
And if and that and man, that's just goddamn.
they
Man,
in
y'all
this,
know this son bitch is guilty. What the fuck is
he in
y'all
this
listen to
to
the slick man?
they in this to get his money. And at the
Yeah,
end of the
yeah,
day, if they don't get that charge, that's why the judge said no, go back. Because best believe somebody hit that judge. Do not take this. If it's a hung jury, you have to at least send them back twice. If they still can't come to an agreement, that's it.
right,
Knockout.
right, right,
Because you have him on 5 charges. You have to agree on all 5.
right. And now they got 4, and they talking about the RICO. His ass is out of there. His ass is out of there, little bro.
So once again, I'm gonna say, don't be mad if Diddy
Go
out
in,
popping
go in.
fireworks.
Now he
Don't
out
be
there
mad.
getting his ass popped. No, he out there getting his ass popped. That's what he doing.
Don't be mad if he out there popping fireworks.
Man, then he gonna be in jail getting his ass popped July
I
4th.
hear you.
Somebody gonna be lighting his
It
ass
sounds
up.
so great, but like I said, when you go in with 5 indictments on the same trial,
Yeah,
they
they
want
got
to
to come.
accept
Well, you gotta do them all though.
they
They
want to
gotta come
accept
to
four
an
out of
agreement.
five. They want to
They gotta
accept three
come to
out of
agreement.
5. All 5 have to come to an agreement.
Right, right.
You
And it
can't say
sounds like
he's guilty on 4, but we find him not guilty on this because they
right,
brought
right.
all the trials to one trial. And if you
Well,
don't
here's the
get
thing
all
though.
5,
Yeah, but here's the thing: the RICO charge is the one that they trying to get him on.
yeah,
That's what everything hinges on. They agreed on all other little smiles, all other shit. Now, what we gonna do with this RICO? And see, that's the combination of all the shit together that makes you a mastermind. You know, that makes this is a big old a clientele to where okay, I'm Jimmy Mafia and these is my goons.
right.
That puts you in business. See, they made that law for the mafia. You know what I mean? For the cartels. So they
That's
can lock
all
them
I'm
up.
saying.
So they can lock
Hey,
them up and
all
take
I'm
their
saying
money.
is
And take their money. So now, American people, we got American people saying, hold on, y'all can lock him up. We got 4 counts. But why y'all won't take his money?
right.
So, but the son bitch is guilty. I don't give a fuck.
I know, but what I'm saying is, yes, you keep talking about the 4 counts. You know why this 5th one is so big? Because we brought him in this trial with 4 counts. If you don't match all 4 counts, we just wasted all of our time, taxpayers' time,
Right,
everything.
right. And I don't think the Fed spent that kind of money on manpower. That took him to court for this long, denied him of a
You
50
do if you
million
trying to
dollar.
hide a secret. I
Yeah,
don't
but
care
they,
what you
but
say. Come
but
on, bro.
but
We done seen
they
senators.
hold on. Let me finish. They denied him
Okay.
of a 50 million. They denied him of a $50 million bond. I don't think they finna let him go, dog. Like I told you, I think his ass is gone. But now you make good points and all that little pretty talk. We gonna see.
Like I said, hey, my only argument, like I've been saying, is I understand what the law says. I agree with the law. Diddy's guilty as I don't know what. The problem is they messed up from day one when they brought him in, and they know it.
Well,
They made this. Hold on, let me tell you why. They made this a public thing.
Yep, yep.
They should have just went and got him. If they would have had him locked up before the news media aired anything, then I would be in full agreement with you. But because he has so much power,
That he do. His ass go, but he's finna go to jail.
I hear you.
That
Then he gonna
motherfucker
be in
going
there.
to jail,
Hey,
bro.
then he gonna be the diddler with 4 counts, but but still have his money. That's all I'm saying. So
Oh,
I'll take it.
I don't know how they gonna do him I just know he ain't gonna be in the free world no more. They're gonna have to go down there to get their little booty hole played with and have white parties. They're gonna have to come down there.
But
Yeah,
I
they're
don't.
gonna have
Hey,
to come down there.
like any boss, like the mob bosses used to do. If I could sit in the Fed pen, still make phone calls, still get emails, still use my telephone, still
Yeah.
do this, still conduct
Yeah,
business,
and but
just like
see in the
any
Fed,
boss.
but when you're in the feds, people I don't think normal Negroes understand. When you're in a federal penitentiary, you can still have conjugal visits. Your girl can come in
Yeah,
there and you can go in there and fuck.
as long as y'all married or getting married.
Right, well, yeah, but I'm saying your girl, but yeah, you dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Well, most people that's in the feds are married.
that's why
Uh,
I'm saying. So, okay, let's just say hypothetically he gets convicted tomorrow. He goes to jail. That doesn't take away his power. Even if he can get convicted on the 4 and they drop the 5, even if he gets convicted, he's gonna go. But if they drop this last one, is all I'm
well, see,
saying.
yeah, if he don't get, if like I said, if they don't get the RICO charge, it's gonna be looked at as a failure from the U.S. Attorney's Office because,
Exactly.
like I said, they spend a lot of money and firepower fucking with this dude, man. Now, if they can't close the deal, woo, then Diddy'll be one of the smartest niggas I never seen in my life.
And we'll see you in 5 years.
Whenever. Because he got
With
enough
all
money to
your
buy.
money,
No, he got enough money to buy some time now.
hey,
If
with
they
all
don't get
your
him,
money,
if they don't get him on the Rico shit, he might come home.
yeah, with all your money, with all your homes, with all your boats, and ready to start all over again.
I watched some stuff. I was YouTubing some shit, and they was talking about all of Diddy's possessions that he ain't using right now. They was talking about the two homes, the one in Miami and the one in California. Then they told the prices on them. He got two jets. I mean, I'm like, God damn. And then one of the jets he been renting out since he been locked up to made like 4 point something million dollars just letting motherfuckers fly. That's the kind of money you fucking with.
Right.
He done made $4 million just sitting behind bars and can't do shit.
That's why I said, what if I could make 4 million sitting behind jail? We wouldn't even have. If I was Diddy and I had his money, we wouldn't even have a trial. I'm guilty, sir. Gone.
Yeah, well, his ass is guilty, but now he fighting for his money though. You know, we in agreement on that's what the RICO charge is. That's why they
Man
hit
said,
it
man
with it.
said he gonna be in. Man said he gonna be in the history books. He's going down in the history books as the diddler, no matter what.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The diddler, the dirty diddler. That nigga
Hey,
gonna
but
be
as
the
long as it.
dirty punk ass diddler.
But here's the thing, though, and so I'm gonna talk about something morally. I don't agree with what I'm about ready to say because I have different morals when it comes to this, or else I would have been a millionaire 4 times over by now, and you know that. But my morals hold me to something higher. But what I want to say is, when it comes to money, guys, we have to look at this. We live in a country that says do whatever you have to do to be wealthy. And
Yeah.
don't act like we don't,
Yeah.
because pastors are going down.
No, that's the
What one of
American
them
way.
one of the major pastors just retired. Eddie Long killed himself after they talked about him. Stop playing like we don't live in a sinful nation.
Well, the thing is though, he got caught. It's not nobody playing. You feel me? When you get caught, you get punished.
But
And
what I'm
we know that we doing some fucked up shit here. Always have. And we always had laws. And when your ass get caught, you have a consequence.
and that's all I'm saying. So at the end of the day, do I think he's guilty morally? Yeah, you wrong as hell. But at the end of the day, do I think that other people should have been involved in this case? Yes. Do I think that they should have went and kicked down their doors? Yes. Because we live in a world now where people are coming out. We
Well,
just talked about it. I talked about it just the other day with matter of fact, just
well,
last
see,
night.
well, see,
When we talk about
I believe. Let me interrupt you for a second. I believe that the reason why he catching so much hell is because he got out of line with one of his superiors. Now, this is why they not charging everybody else, and this is why they went in there with so much force to make sure that they got all of the technology, all of the videos, all of the shit, because they was trying to cover up something. I
Yeah,
don't
with
know.
that,
I don't know if it was Obama, Clinton, God, I don't know who the fuck Prince Harry say. Y'all better go get my motherfucking name out that shit.
but what, and I agree with you. And what I was saying before you stopped me was exactly that. At the end of the day, it's like having a dog on on the leash. If that dog bites you, what you gonna do with the dog?
Shit, I don't know. Depending on how old he is, how long I had him. You know, I'm
Let's
a
be
dog
real.
man. No, I'm a dog man though. I train him from a puppy.
Me too. But if my dog bite the shit out of me or bite my kid and cause any bodily harm, let's be real and don't act like you going. Because I come from where you come from. You taught me. I raise bullies just like you raise bullies. I breed them just like you breed them. But if that dog attack my kid and hurt my kid, what you gonna do to that dog, bro?
Oh, I'm gonna kill it.
Be truthful.
I'm gonna kill
And
it and
that's what
bury
it
it in the
was.
corner. I'm gonna kill
I
it and bury
raised
it
you.
in the corner.
So look at that scenario and talk about where Diddy is. I brought you from the gutter,
Oh yeah.
brought you from where you are, and
Oh
now
yeah.
you turn around and bite me? Okay, let me
Yeah.
show you who I really am.
Yeah. And I believe that that's what's happening to him, but I don't know if they're gonna let his ass rot in jail. See, I think they done fucked him up now to where they done fucked up his brand, his name, his logo. Now they trying to break him. Cause see, that nigga got enough money. If he beat the case, hell, he can just go home and chill. Fuck it. I ain't got to do nothing. You want to
But I
talk
don't
about
think you
a retirement plan?
can. I say something though, real quick?
Go ahead.
You could say that he messed up a brand, but we live in a short term country. You know why? Because just 2 years ago, everybody was like ban R. Kelly. But turn on the radio now. Turn on TikTok now. Go to all these Facebook pages, these social media pages. All you hear is R. Kelly.
Well, R. Kelly right now, like most
But
niggas.
what I'm saying is, we remember when I told you when we first started, we first met, and I said you could do a million wrongs, but become successful one time and watch how everybody change.
Right.
That's the truth. That ain't never
Right.
been. I have yet to been proven wrong on that.
Right. Well, see, my thing with R. Kelly is this. Uh, he playing the race card like niggas do. Now he claiming he's
Yep.
scared somebody want to hurt him and take his booty. We don't give a fuck. You're a convict. It's a bunch of convicts in there. Somebody threatening want their booty.
Right.
See,
You
that's
just
the
got the
part.
money.
Well, again, that's the part I don't get. See, if you done been convicted and you in jail, now your money don't matter. You're a convict.
Absolutely.
So I don't think that he played with P. Diddy
But
kind of
that's
money.
only in. But listen though, again, we're talking state and we're talking feds.
Right, right,
R.
right,
Kelly is in state.
right. Getting his
Diddy
booty
is
took.
facing fed.
They in there tearing his ass up.
They didn't need the
I bet
feds to come. They didn't need to get the feds to come get R. Kelly
no, no,
because you
no.
don't have enough money for us to make this a fed case.
Where the thing is, they just took him off the streets and gave him life. You know what I mean?
Right.
You ain't yeah, like you said, it wasn't a big money thing. So at that time, he was the acceptable monster. But
Yeah.
right now, but CP did it. I just feel like he done fucked up with somebody that I don't know, or JB Hunter, Rockefeller ass type of person, for example. For example. You know what I mean? And they like, nigga, what you say? You got life and bullshit fucked up. Now, has he
That's all I'm saying, bro. And that's been my argument from day one. In September, when we started this network, and he walked into that, and he popped up on the screen, and we started talking about this because we all, from Real Talk Dallas After Dark, Real Talk with Jason Dixon, Street Made Radio, Woody Wood, the Woody Wood Show, the four of us who started this network, we've been literally walking with this same
yeah,
conversation from day one. We've been
yeah,
following the trial. We've been walking
yeah,
the trial down. And I
Yeah.
stayed A1 from the point that y'all
Yeah.
think he's going to jail. But
Yeah, he
when
going to
you
jail.
start talking billionaire status,
Yeah, but that
you don't.
nigga going to penitentiary.
I hear you. He going to a Fed house. That's not the penitentiary.
Whatever. They gonna lock his ass up. I can guarantee you
I
that.
hear
Now I
you.
don't know if they gonna be able to take his money, but they gonna lock his ass up.
I don't think they
Now,
are, bro. I'm so
now, now,
sorry.
how- now, now, you think he got enough money to buy off the rest of the time if he get away with the RICO?
I agree with that.
You telling me you think P Diddy got enough money to buy off the rest of the time if they don't get him on the RICO?
And man, you're right. The feds do have a 99.9 conviction rate. But let's look at the facts. And I'm gonna answer yours, but I want to answer man because he's in our comments. Look at the facts. They dropped 3 of the charges because they knew they didn't prove that. Right? They dropped 3.
They dropped
Now
they dropped
both
the
both
attempt. They dropped no, but they
now
dropped the attempt.
both lawyers are sitting with the jury because the only thing they can answer is if they have a question on this 101 page document of what the law is pertaining to this case.
Mm-hmm.
They are literally sitting with them right now. I don't even think the feds are confident enough to think they're going to get a conviction out of this case, in my opinion. I've never, come on, Top, you got to be honest. We've never seen this. You just was on Nancy Grace. She even asked, what is going on here? I
Well,
heard it.
it's some
I
strange
went
shit. It's
looked
some
it up
strange
on my
shit.
side. They
Hey
said
man,
every network.
it's some strange shit going on. He going to the penitentiary, dog. That nigga going to the penitentiary, man.
I hear you.
He going to the
I hear
tank.
you. It
He go.
sounds great.
Nigga R. Kelly went. OJ went. P Diddy ass going to the tank,
OJ
man.
win because he couldn't stay away from his own
No, no,
shit.
no, no, no.
OJ got
See. You talking about
once you
why he
beat a
went?
case.
I didn't
Stop
say.
talking.
I didn't say he
Time
went
out.
for nothing
Time
in
out. No,
particular.
because you're trying to make it. See, you're doing what they did to me down here when I got convicted of my little misdemeanor. They turned around and ran somebody else's case alongside mine to make it look like I was this bad person because they couldn't catch the nigga doing worse than I was. So let me rewind. You can't say OJ got off on his case and then went and did some dumb shit because a real nigga would have said, I
Another
beat
case.
this.
He went and caught another case. That he went and
A
caught
real
another case that he
right.
didn't.
So you can't say they didn't get OJ on that. They got him on something because a
I
real
didn't
nigga.
say what they got him on. You can't put words
But
in my mouth. I
you
said
can't
OJ
run it.
ass
But
went
you
to the
can't run it
penitentiary.
the same like that. You can't run
No,
it back to
OJ
back like
Simpson
that.
went to the penitentiary, dog.
Why? Because he did something dumb and let them throw them charges on a new.
Now, again, you just made my point. You just made my point for me. The Pete Diddler, the Diddler, his ass going to the tanker, man.
He's not.
Okay, well,
It's
it's
just like
fun.
saying R.
It's
Kelly.
fun
Listen,
debate.
R. Kelly beat the case. When was it? What year was his first case? Man, I know you know it. What year was R. Kelly's first case that he beat in Chicago? The first case that we were all watching that the Boondocks make fun of. Was that 2002 that he beat the first case? But he wasn't. He was dumb enough to think that he wasn't never going to go to jail, so he did it all over again. Then they
Right,
came and got his ass.
right,
The
right.
dealer, the OJ, same thought. Did it, got away with it, and you sat back and did something else stupid.
Are you hearing what you're saying? My point is, when you break the law, I don't give a damn if they catch you the first time, the second time, the third time. When they catch you, you got a consequence.
Well, did he go into jail on the second time? Because he's not going to jail this time. They're gonna find some tax evasions or something to hold his
Hey,
ass, but
hey,
he's not going
I'm telling you,
on
man,
this time,
the
bro.
Diddler, hey, I'm finna go to commercial, y'all. We'll be right back, man. Me and my crazy ass brother. Real talk guys after dark. You heard me?
Huh. Hey.
Let go, let go. Huh.
Introduce the world to MJF, the newest member of the Stepchild Records.
Top dollar make me old.
Quarter pound in the high. Street game. Yo, fat.
Coming down, candy paint, done did that. Screens falling from the sky, done did that. 88 divided by 4, done did that. Gripping grain in a Fleetwood lat, done did that. Pulling all nighters, flipping packs, done did that. Pulling kick over stacks and crash, done did that. Monopolize with 3 dice, done did that. Broke one day, rich the next, my nigga, now feel last. I'm trying to get my Bill Gates on, excuse me. Don't get me wrong, get me right, niggas, excuse me. Sell anything for my soul, but I done told y'all that. And I don't love none of these hoes, and I done showed y'all that. I spit these flows like I'm supposed to, and we can choke on that. See, I'm the coldest cat I know rapping, dog. Y'all run tell that. If you sell dodo when you smoke, then I got your sack. But all that bumping, stunting, run, high capping, fuck all that. Chicken sugar, that's the plan. Put my city on the map. Make cats who hate me when they see me say Top did that. I'm trying to beat up the block in an armored truck, sitting on some Martian Fox. The bank of Dallas, right-handed player, coming southpaw. World famous, world known. Pimp ass nigga like Ken Alone. Blowing reefer like Cheating Tone. Logo, a skull, and 2 microphones. It's top dollar, done did it. $100 billion type nigga. Ghetto fabulous y'all for a minute. Project Ballin' Dog, done did it. Coming down, candy paint, done did that. Screens falling from the sky, done did that. 88 divided by 4, done did that. Gripping grain in a Fleetwood lat, done did that. Pulling all nighters, flipping packs, done did that. Pulling kick over stacks and crash, done did that. Monopolize with 3 dice, done did that. Broke one day, rich the next, my nigga, now feel last.
Niggas watching everything, watch my fucking nuts hang. I'm stepping with my loaded heat, jumping deep up in this game. I never was a bullshitter when it came to getting mine. Since I've been a young G, dope been my hustle grind. Mama tried to guide me, daddy rolled stones, man. In and out that penitentiary, made the place his home, man. Falling out the house with my granny deuce. On the cut, shooting them dice down the cut, my niggas loose, man. Niggas ain't guessing cause I had the duffel bag, man. Present day the same way I'm reaching for my ag thing. Pea shooter, gunpowder, lead, what they call that? What's his name? Got broke off in that alley, nigga, boss that. Just believe I'm down for the cause right now. $100 stick from the south, I take a stab. If you niggas can't feel me, I ain't giving a fuck. Man, you niggas ain't real G's, game leave you stuck. Man, you ain't never seen the hot face of the devil. A crimson red killer, a body snatching rebel, a midnight missionary jack move maker. A sneak up on you, hunter, a cut you open. Gator, the main upstairs, be the only thing I bar. I ride solo, bitch, you 40 in the car. I never ask a nigga for a motherfucking thing. Bitch, we take what we deserve, cause bitch, we in this game, and bitch, we causing pain.
Órale, aquí estamos viendo la vida loca. Y si no ves una cosa es otra. Guáchate con los catrachos, porque aquí en esta vida el gobierno te trata gacho. Vos, así es, moviendo y traficando. Aquí estoy con el mero peso, top dollar y el quarter pound. 25 libras, hablando como entraron miles y miles de libras hasta llaves. Vos, viniendo de a mero abajo, y tú sabes, los mexicanos vienen de México con todo el jale. De California a Rento hasta Texas, todo Estados Unidos, a los United States, top of Texas, arriba de Texas. Pues aquí estoy sufriendo y que ya lo hice.
Coming down, candy paint, done did that. Screens falling from the sky, done did that. 88 divided by 4, done did that. Ripping grain in a Fleetwood lat, done did that. Pulling all nighters, flipping packs, done did that. Pulling kickos and stacks and crack, done did that. Monotomized with 3 dice, done did that. Broke one day, rich the next, my nigga, now feel that.
Yeah, volume 5, your boy growing. I know y'all still hating, but I'm still making what I do, doing it how I do, you know what I'm saying? MJF, welcome to the family, baby, you know what I'm saying?
And I don't feel like working on this car today. Oh, it's tight. Hey, Lil D, can you hand me a wrench, please? Appreciate it. I know this will get it. Still tight.
Do you even know what you're doing?
Do me a favor. Please go get OG for me.
Got it.
Thanks.
OG, can you please help Chris with the truck? Chris doesn't even know the difference between a 916 and a 5.8.
Oh my God. Let me go ahead. Watch that.
I come from a poor family. I didn't have much, but the Lord been good to me. I come from a poor family. I didn't have much, but the Lord been good to me. It all started down at Joppy Church. Everybody knew me. I'm Claudia Faith, baby boy, so why they wanna shoot me? Been lied on, been cheated, been beat for some cash. Did 9 years flat while I was treated like trash, but still remain steadfast and true to the game. Invited God into my life and watched my whole world change. I had to get away from there, so much pain. The drama that my homeboys called drove me insane. Rolling so deep, the gangsters call it creep. Revenge in my heart from the agony of defeat. It's a cold, cold world, I would say to my son. Pick up the Bible, be a man, and throw away them guns. Verse 48, another man on the run. When one problem in, that's when another problem comes. So I just open up the good book and read a verse or song. Give thanks for my life and let His will be done. I come from a poor family. From a poor family, I didn't have much, Jesus Christ that turned the water to wine. He be the same Jesus Christ, y'all, that healed the blind. Did you hear what he did down in Capernaum? Healed the servant of Paul, say before the hour was done. He be the same Jesus Christ that went to Peter's house. He touched his mother-in-law's hand and the fever was out. He said the foxes have holes and the birds have nests, but the Son of Man know what for his head to rest. Little prayer, little power, no prayer, no power. Much prayer, much power. You can call it any hour. You remember the 2 fish and the 5 loaves of bread? He looked into the heavens and a multitude was fed. He be the same Jesus Christ that let Peter walk on water. And the woman of Canaan, he healed the daughter. He healed the blind, the lame, the dumb, the maimed. He'll trouble the waters if you call on his name. Come from a yeah. To the God, cause ain't nobody in this church, y'all promise tomorrow. In the end, he's coming back again and taking all ages. You ain't gotta believe me, go and read Revelations. I thank him for my life, so I treat people right, because he said he's coming back like a thief in the night. Nobody knows the time, nobody knows the hour. Now how can you not know a man with that kind of power? I come from a poor family.
Welcome back, man. Welcome back, man. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me, man. You know, I just like I said, there's so much stuff going on in the news. Me and my brother, we having a ball with the Diddy shit. But say, Jay, the time been creeped up on me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you give your little shout outs so you can check or click on out, and then I'll go and wrap it up and finish it up. Cause I got less than 30 minutes and I got about an hour worth of shit to say.
You know, my shout out just goes out to the Nostalgic family. Thank y'all for supporting and believing in what we building here, to everybody that's coming in, to all the new people that are asking how they can get a show, to all the people who want a show. Just hit up nostalgicradio.online, go to the homepage, submit your application, because we don't just take anybody. We really want shows that really want to change who they are and what they're doing so we can help them grow. So to everybody who's been watching, shout out to you guys. And I'm going to let my bro just run his show. Holla.
Already, man. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. Say, you know, Real Talk Dallas After Dark is always sponsored by Grillo's Barbecue and Catering. I want to say that every week. You ring, we bring. You don't need no teeth to eat our beef. You know what I mean? I can't cook but 2 things. And that's barbecue and crack. And you can't beat me cooking now one of them. So I put that on everything. Down here in Texas, you know what I mean? Well, we smoke our meat. Some people flame boil. Some people use the charcoal. We use the smoke from the flavored wood, the pecan wood, the mesquite wood, the black hickory wood. You know, that's what we do. Now, guys, it's a few things that I want to touch on, you know, and I want to make sure that y'all hear what I'm saying, man. We got this boxing shit going on, and I'm telling y'all, Javante Davis is gonna kill that boy this next fight. That boy might die, cause he done put his squad back together. he done got back with Mayweather. Mayweather in his corner. He got his trainer back. Say, man, and the boy been working out. He ain't drinking and smoking, doing his little old camp. So he focused in. Whatever Lamont got, he better have it. He facing the real fucking deal Holyfield right now. And pound for pound, that's my pound for pound fighter in the world. Some people say it's Bud, and then some people say Carmelo. But for me personally, I ride with Tank Davis, pound for pound. Boxing IQ, skills, and I know Tank go left. I know Bud can go left-handed or right-handed. But me personally, but they all three some hell of a boys now. But you got to pick one. Let me say that. Now, Bud Crawford and Carmelo. Woo, the date is coming, y'all. The date is coming. September the 13th is right around the motherfucking corner. We less than 100 days right now from the NFL starting day, NFL kickoff. Excuse me. And I'm so torn with the Bud thing. And it's not that I don't have faith in Bud. But damn, he going up a couple of weight classes, and nigga, he going straight to the top. He going for the fucking juggler. He ain't doing no warm-up bouts, no can I hold this weight or hold my strength for 10 hours. He ready. It's like, all right now. Old folks had a saying, don't go down there fucking with them folks, dog, if you ain't, thou shalt not talk shit if thou cannot throw hands. Sometimes it's best to leave a nigga alone. Nigga be sitting over there in his yard minding his own business. Sometimes, like I said when Spence kept fucking with him, calling him out. Every fight, I want to fight him. I say, man, leave Bud alone and make your little old money. Now, since Bud tapped his motherfucking ass, he ain't had a fight. The whole little old squad done lost. Everybody. Everybody got drama they dealing with. Everybody. So that's real interesting. I'm hoping Bud win the fight. Let me say that. I'm not going to bet my money. But I'm hoping Bud win the fight. But I do believe he better be ready. He better be ready. Because that redhead ain't no punk. And he ain't going to play with him and talk and do all that old bullshit. All at the fight in the press conference, pushing each other and getting all wired up. No. But when the bell ring, he going to be there to fight. And I hope Bud Crawford is a counterpuncher. So, and so is Carmelo. So when you got to fight, fights make fights. Styles make fights. Where they counter the same style of fighter. They different fighters. But they counterpunchers. They not initiators of the contact. They don't walk forward and walk you down and stay in your face. You feel me? They counterpunchers. You hit them, they let their hands go. So who gonna step out of their norm and initiate the fight? And I believe it should be Bud with his jab because Carmelo is heavy-handed. Y'all hear me? Yeah, that little Mexican with no neck, that son bitch is heavy-handed. Now he running from some fights, but right now, he just building on legacy, and we all know how legacy fights are. Like Floyd at the end of his run. He was on a legacy hunt to solidify his place in history, and he wanted to be Rocky Marciano and go 50-0 or match. So he did that. But to me, that don't make him the greatest. And Floyd was a smooth motherfucker, man. Counterpuncher. You feel me? Had the shoulder roll, counterpunch. It's gonna be very interesting to see who's gonna win the fight. I think Tank gonna knock Roach out, but the Bud and Crawford fight Man, that's gonna have everybody in my house on eggshells around this bitch. Yeah, cause once he get through with Bud, then he gonna have to come back down to 154. Y'all know Spence still sitting there hollering about he want a rematch. Now, regardless of what happened the first fight, I believe Spence ain't been right since his car wreck. But in that particular fight, he had a glare in his eyes. Something was off. He was drugged up. He was watered down, tired. Something had happened. That wasn't him. But he took that ass whooping like a man. It's a poor ass can't take a little whooping, my dad used to say. So he took his ass whooping like a man. Yeah. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm into the boxing. I really don't fuck with the Shakur Stevenson and the Haney boy. I don't fuck with that. Now the Jerome Boots boy, now he got some hands. I kind of fuck with him. But y'all stay tuned. We're going to chop it up. And I want to see, what is it, August 6th or 8th, Tank fighting. I want to see it go down. I want to see Tank go in there and throw more than 5 punches the first 3 rounds. I want to see him go in there and let his hands go. What you holding him for? People hollering, you lost the fight. Nigga, let your hands go. Put them bricks to work. And it looked like, his little workout, he doing okay. But, the bags don't punch back. And when you fighting your little old matches, they ain't gonna really hurt you and put their hands on you. They gonna hit you and lighten up and all that shit, your little sparring partners. But I believe that Tank gonna destroy the boy. I don't think it's gonna go to decision. I think he's gonna knock him out. I do. Because he heavy-handed, but right now he focused. See, his whole he was talking about retiring before that fight. He was talking about fighting 2 or 3 times this year and retiring. Well, due to the roach shit, I think we might get 3 or 4, maybe 5 more fights out of Tank before his mind, y'all, because y'all know the boy not rap tight. He's gone somewhere else. We might can get about 4 or 5 fights out of him, especially if he can keep his training team together. That part. Now, the NBA draft. The Mavericks got Cooper Flag. My bad. The Mavericks got Cooper Flag. And I believe today we signed D'Angelo Russell so he could, kind of fill in on the point till Kyrie come back probably in February, maybe March. They don't need to rush him back, because especially now that they got somebody that can play the position. Because you don't have to be the best, because we got a loaded squad, y'all. Shotgun is loaded. They got AD and Likely. Then you got Flag. He gonna play the 3. PJ going to the bench. Then you got that Thompson boy. Now you put Russell in there to Kyrie get back, and you telling me that PJ Washington is the 6th man with Gaffer being, the backup big man? Woo! Not to mention Max Crispy. And I was looking at the NBA odds, and they don't even have us ranked. No, we're not even ranked. And I believe that's a mistake. I believe if Kyrie come back hitting on all cylinders, nigga, they in trouble. That's 2 Hall of Famers with a super white boy. That's the 3rd option. That's always been the first option. And everybody know he going to be the first option here because he the future. But right now, they trying to get to the chip. Chip, chip. Oh, wait. Y'all feel me? So, let's y'all keep an eye on the Mavericks next year, coming on. And one more thing with the NBA, KD, he got traded. Dame Lillard got cut today. So, he hurt, though. Dame hurt. So, Dame Dollar going to get the rehab. He got his money. He going to get the rehab. And then he's an unrestricted free agent who can go sign with anybody whenever he ready. Man, I sure hope he come on down here. Yeah, shit. Him and Clay can split that. They both hurt. old niggas with hurt knees, but they still can shoot that bitch. We need some spaces. We need some people that's gonna space us out that can make a shot. And the Greek freak. Now, they done signed Porter back. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get Porter Jr. back or not, but they say he's up. I don't know. LeBron, he opted into his 52 million for this 1 year. But him and Luka, they gonna be fine. You know. And where did Tanny go? I forgot. Indiana Center. He jumped squad. He was just in the finals and lost. You know what I mean? And he just dipped. So, been on that movement, at the top half of the NBA. And then Randall, he signed back with the Timberwolves. So, some stuff that people figured. You know what I mean? Now, we're going to move on from that because I'm running out of time, like I told y'all. But I want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, y'all. I want to talk about them motherfucking boys, man. Now, we got Pickett, and they done a little bargain shopping in free agency. But in the draft, they got Booker. Now, if you don't understand what Booker is, if you are familiar with the Cowboys' history, go look up Larry Allen. Yeah, I said it. Not Zach Martin, not Nate Newton. Talking about guards. Go look up Larry Allen. That's what we're dealing with Booker. So if you put him and BB there, and then we got Ty Smith at the other guard, now that's solid. And we're going to have to be solid to fuck with Philly because that Carter boy, motherfucker. Now, here's the question with the Cowboys offensive line is, will the tackles hold up? We done signed about 3 veteran offensive linemen to go with a couple that we done had a few years, the Austin Richardson and so on. I do believe Guyton will have a better year this year. He was playing left tackle in the NFL, and he was always a right tackle. And it's some getting used to. Hell, his first game was against Myles Garrett. And, it kind of went downhill from there. The best defensive end in all of football. The best. Boy, about the D-town, too. Straight up out the D. Yeah. Just, so y'all know in case you didn't know. You know what I mean? But say, man, we got one problem with the Cowboys that I don't really like. Well, 2 problems. We can't run the football and we can't stop the run. That's a problem. We got edge rushers. We got linebackers. We got DBs. But them tackles and nose guards, I want to know what the hell going on. Now, they done jacked around with Mizey 2 or 3 years. They saying that maybe he's a bust. Or could it be that this is 3rd year and this is 3rd defensive coordinator? Each one of them requires something different from the position that he was drafted on. But why not let him play nose guard because that's what he is? Don't put him in there a defensive tackle. Put a defensive tackle in there. But when you want to run a nose guard, then run his big ass out there. See, for me, football is a little simpler than people make it. They ran 62% on the outside last year on the Cowboys. Yeah, they run at Michael. They don't run away from Michael. And then y'all know D. Lawrence, he got hurt in week 5 or something? So he was out most of the season. But we can't stop the run. Now, hopefully, with the new linebackers, hopefully, we'll be able to stop the run. Because if we can't stop the run, I don't think we're going to be a real Super Bowl contender. I don't care nothing about the playoffs if we ain't going for the chip. See, if we ain't going to win the chip, I want to go back in the draft and get some more boys because we need more boys. Y'all hear me? If we ain't going for the chip, hell, I'd rather go 7-9 again or 5-12 or whatever and go get some more boys. Shit, that's what's needed. That 12-5, 3 years, and 7-9 last year, we done paid motherfuckers, still finna pay Michael out the ass because of the way that we negotiate with players. Everybody know the problem, Mr. Jones. But it's gonna cost him. He finna overpay for Michael. Yeah, I said it. The 2 sacks and shit against Washington and 10 sacks against all these sire-ass teams and all this bullshit. Yeah, go look at the sacks he got. Look at who they're against, the competition, who he was playing. I like Michael, though. Don't get it wrong. He's a ball player. But ain't no way I'm going to pay him more than I paid Myles Garrett, mate. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all made that up. And then at the tight end position, you know, Ferguson don't have 1,000 yards this year. I don't know when he going to ever have 1,000. The slot receiver, you got Tobin. And then you got the boy Mingo that we got from Carolina. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I like both of those guys, especially at the number 3 receiver spot. But y'all know Turpin is on the team, so that Mike can only just be one. I'm talking about getting playing time. But can you imagine that set of receivers? CeeDee Lamb with Pickens. Then you got Tobin and Mingo. And then you run that little fast-ass nigga Turpin out there and run some options, some space, some spread, some screens out and all. I mean, just throw him open. And if they rush the box, if they crowd the box, then you got Mingo and Tobin coming across, bumping each other off. Think about it. That's doing something, y'all. But if we can't stop the run and we can't run the football, it's going to be a long season again, which I'm prepared for. I don't have no faith in the new coaching staff and all that. I believe this is the Dallas Cowboys. This wasn't supposed to be his first job, but Jerry just hired yes men, so he was probably out of yes men to hire. So he hired Shotty. You know, get Shotty a shot. Okay, I give him a shot. He good with the people. He good with the press conference. He good with the players. But y'all know he been coaching 40 years. His daddy coached for 40 years. He come from coaching. No, he wasn't supposed to start with us. Let him go to Jacksonville or somewhere and start. He wasn't supposed to start with the motherfucking D-Town. But he started with the motherfucking D-Town. But I tell y'all what, man. It's 9 o'clock. My time's up on this Top Dollar Terrific Tuesday, man. I really do appreciate everybody who zoomed in, who listened to me, you know, who rock with me. You know what I mean? Because I just have some shit I be wanting to get off my chest because there's so much going on these days. And I need y'all to stay blessed, man. Black man, would you please stand up? It's time for us to start talking to our kids. Quit trying to be their goddamn friends and be their daddy. It's certain shit daddies do. I don't want to hear why you're in the situation you're in and all that. We got to fix it. Y'all see how these kids are? Y'all see what they doing? We got to fix this, man. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Jesus got me spoiled. Lonnie B and Lay George, boy. And I'm going to holler at y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel, man. Y'all get at me. Nostalgic Radio. You heard me? Yeah, awesome.
Higher Brother Records.
Yo, what's up, Dollar Man? What's up, man? Want you let you know what's going on down there in the 214, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been coming out with their stuff, you know what I'm talking about? We hearing from everybody. We want to know what's going on down there in D-Town, you know what I'm talking about? Where them real thugs at, you know what I'm talking about? Where them boys at, you know what I'm talking about? Want you let your booze know what's going on? Holler at us one time, you know what I'm talking about? Give me something, where you at, boy?
Here's your 411 on that 214. Y'all dial 911 if my shit don't blow. A pine up, baby. Say what you need, yeah, it's all gravy. Internet, interstate, don't give a damn what it takes. I got to have it, going to get it, coming back with this weight. A heavyweight nigga now, Mr. Shot Caller. And now no shit jump off in Dallas unless I call.
Aight. Yeah, we feeling you, know what I'm saying? But now, won't you tell your boo well on money hustlers that you know what I'm talking